What up, guys? So, today, the first 3 episodes of 4 dropped, and I'm here to give you my thoughts on this. So, before I give you my thoughts, I should briefly give you my thoughts on the first 3 seasons. I should say I was late to the show. I started watching the show last year for season 3. I always wanted to watch it, but I was a bit too young for it. But now I can finally watch it. And last year I did, and I loved it. It was one of the awesome shows of all time. From the story, from the characters, like of course Mark, Eve, Nolan, of course, Omni Man, Conquest, as well as Debbie Grayson, as well as Rexplode. And of course, the violence is very intense and well animated for the most part. And overall, the storylines with like the multiverse, like Omni Man is out the death of the Guardians of the Globe. That's season 1. It's a very awesome show. I highly recommend it for even non-superhero fans. It's a really great show. So I do recommend it. And season 4 just dropped. Give you my thoughts on the first 3 episodes. I'll try to keep spoiler free, but I'll give you my thoughts on it, which I'll say I loved it. It's still a very awesome show on just the first 3 episodes. I really am excited to what season 4 is gonna do in later episodes. This is the season where we're gonna follow Drag, character from Invincible. And give you my thoughts on it. So in the first episode, I believe it was about like it started off with Invincible, Eve, and I believe like his brother Oliver saving the day from supervillains. And they also stop other bad guys, like this one supervillainess that kind of takes away, like weakens Eve's powers. And I thought it was a very cool episode. I really thought it was a good start to the season. Oliver Grace is now a teenager now, a little bit kind of moody, a little bit playing games, and Debbie's new partner wants to move with her somewhere else, and I really thought the chemistry between Eve and Invincible were pretty cool, were pretty good, and they can notice what crimes going on because of the Invincible ink thing calls. And I really thought it was a very great episode, and I believe it was also the episode with like Russ, where he has like Cichlids controlling Cichlids, like where the Guardians of the Globe fight him. It's a very awesome episode. I really enjoyed the episode a lot. It's a really good episode. And then we have episode 2, which mostly focuses on Omni-Man and Alan, who is voiced by Seth Rogen. And I thought their dynamic is pretty fun. I really like their dynamic in season 2. And it's cool to see them again. And I really like the opening of the episode where Volter might fight each other, and it's a very intense fight scene. Like this show is already bloody, but man, does it feel kind of hard, kind of crazy to watch whenever a bloody fight happens, like especially when there's a lot of bleeding. But it gets crazier because a lot of Voltrumites throughout the first half of the episode are dying and feeling unwell and vomiting blood. It was kind of crazy intense and it's playing because of the virus that a certain character created. Ani and Nolan and Alan meet up with Thaddeus, voiced by Peter Cullen, and also Delia, who is with Alan as well, and they also kind of get together, and there's one funny moment throughout the episode where while Nolan and Alan go to their mission, we see Nolan get annoyed because Alan and Delia are doing some stuff together, and he gets annoyed because he's trying to sleep and he had enough of it and and he was really annoyed by it, and not playing well with the other characters in the ship. Um, and he also was forgiving, apologizing to the other characters that knew him, and they forgive him as well. And really thought it was a really good episode. And I think it was the episode with Russ. I believe this was the episode with Russ. I believe. I think technically, it was a very fun action sequence with like the sequence, and trying to help the humans who are being controlled by the sequence Russ. And it's a very fun episode. And yeah. And then the third episode is about like Titan, who and has returned of Machine Head, who is still very funny in the show. And Nolan fights a dragon named character who transforms to a dragon named Lou. And also some of the aliens like Clemens, I believe, go attacking the city. And the Guardians of the Globe and Invincible try to stop them. And it's a very fun, bloody, and awesome action sequence. And throughout the episodes, a very fun action. And and also in the first episode, he Invisible fights this character who can transform into a dinosaur. It was a very cool sequence. Like, man, this show is so good. And I really like the development with Mark Grayson in these episodes so far. And what's going on with Adam Eve is interesting, especially at the end of the third episode. I won't give away what happens at the end, but it kind of teases an important character for her and Mark. If you know Invincible, you know what kind I'm talking about. It kind of or was what character is being hinted in the episode. Um, but yeah, and really thought like Rex, who like the robot, is still a very cool character as well as the Monster Girl, and Cecil's a very decent character as well. As I really love the characters in the in the show, and yeah, so overall, there's a good start to Invincible season 4, and I really like the setup with Drag in it, and I'm really excited to what this character is gonna be like. So yeah, so I'm very excited for the rest of Invincible season 4 next week, alongside The Boys season 5 and Daredevil Born Again season 2. So yeah, what are you guys' thoughts on? Peace out. Bye.